Hey, what's up? I go by the name of Shane Crowdtime, but musically I go by the name of Lycon. I just want to shine my light so bright by sharing my 2 minute testimony. You ready? Then let's go. Hey, what's up, city? It's time to start loving our city. It's cool to like the buildings and everything, but let's love each other and the people around us, by our words, by our actions. If we ain't doing that, we ain't doing nothing. You feel me? I grew up in church ever since I was zero, basically. My mom and dad were both as believers, and with my brother, I would go to church all the time and thought I was a Christian ever since I was able to speak, basically. And it's funny. Like I never really thought of ever not being a Christian really until I did get saved, basically at that time. But just to bring a bit of backstory to why I got into hip hop and how God used hip hop to bring me to Christ. I actually, I went through a lot of racism growing up because of my skin color and being Sri Lankan. And I used to have fights almost every day, recess and lunch, until like year 4, year 5, because of that. And my brother would start showing me artists like Tupac and just hip hop in general, and I could really relate to the African American culture and just the struggle that they've been through due to injustice and just a bad system. And I kind of felt that same kind of way growing up with, being that one kid that's easy to point out for a lot of school teachers to get in trouble, but it's a lot harder to round up the 5 or 10 kids that might be causing the problems. So definitely that music had an impact on me and was almost like my voice for me growing up. And at the age of 16, my dad would pass away, and that would furthermore make me think deep. And then from there, I would actually, start making way more songs to just try and get myself through the pain I was feeling. And then basically, my brother at the age of 18, he started going to Bible studies, and he came to Christ. And then he had a project that he listened to by an artist called Lecrae called Church Clothes. And when I listened to that project, that made me really, really think, like, do I really know the truth, And then from there, I would actually go into my Bible for the first time since I was like 5 or 6 years old, when my mom used to read the Bible to me. And when I would read the Bible, when I read the Bible, I realized that, that God had created the world. That was obvious to me by just looking at creation, just looking at the Genesis chapters, the first couple of chapters, and then seeing how we'd sinned against God, and I could relate to that because I'd definitely gone against God. And honestly, I had a very skewed way of thinking about Jesus dying for our sins, that it basically just meant we can do whatever we want because Jesus died for our sins. But I was starting to actually, for the first time at 18, feel the weight of my sin and that I had gone the wrong way. And then when I read the Gospel, or on the same night, I read the first few chapters of Genesis, then read the Gospel. And then when I read the Gospel, I was just like, wow, Jesus is the realist. And when I realized Jesus is the realist, that's what made me go like, because we have this term in hip hop that goes like real recognize real. So when I saw how real Jesus was, I was like, I can't be real if I don't follow Jesus. And that's when I first followed Jesus, when I was 18. And from there, God has been really using hip hop in my life to help me grow, but also helping me grow in my gift to help others. And I just want people to know that they're loved no matter what they've done, and that God can still forgive them. And Jesus died for everybody, so everyone can have a second chance and have eternal life. Hope you guys enjoyed. My name is Shane Kotzheim, also known by Lycon. Take care, guys. Peace.
Down Glover Crush. I love my city, what's up? I love my city so much. I love my city so much. I love my city full style. I got the drill so real, running never lazy. I like my city, you can see it on the daily. I got hope up in my soul. My squad be on the road. I won't never sell my soul. And I really wanna know